Hey everyone, I am teacher Rhonda from Moore, Oklahoma, and I thought I would take a few minutes to share some of my favorite props with you. This video is of no particular reason other than I have a lot of people ask me about how I choose props and what I use, and believe it or not, most of these ideas are not new to me. I've usually gotten them from someone else or off some other teachers' video, sometimes off of Facebook pages for teachers as well. So there are quite a few that are not original to me. So please just know that going into these videos. First of all, what I have figured out that works best for me in my teacher classroom, and you can see that right behind me, is having a lot of things at my fingertips. Parents love a organized and bright professional background that's not distracting. So I have nothing behind me except this green science display board that I bought at a local teacher supply store. And I have 4 hooks that I place on it for flashcards. The flashcards are numbers, letters, shapes, I think some sight words, but they're easy to grab at a moment's notice if I need them. On this side, I have additional magnetic whiteboards that have most of the things I would need to teach either months of the year, days of the week, seasons, and weather and seasons. Most of that is covered in level 2, and I do have quite a few level 2 regular kiddos, so it's very easy for me to just grab from this board and start teaching. So let's move into what some of my other favorite props are. Whether you are new to VIP Kid or a veteran teacher, almost everybody will tell you you need to have a whiteboard. I almost could not live without it. I use it in just about every class, either in phonetics or extending, sometimes to write notes, to illustrate. I'm not an artist, but I do occasionally try to illustrate meaning of a word. And so you'll want to have definitely a whiteboard. The other thing that goes hand in hand with my approach is simplicity. Simple, simple, simple. Again, keep it simple. Because once you're in a classroom and you're teaching and you have props going and you're trying to work with the kiddo and you're trying to remember your supplemental award system, the simpler and more systematic you can make things for yourself, the better you will feel about yourself and the better experience a student will have. So again, one of my favorite supplemental reward systems are emojis. These are little magnetic discs. I bought these as a set from Mardell's, a local teacher bookstore, and I think the whole sheet of 12 of these cost about $5. The great thing is they're magnetic and they stick to anything. So I have this magnetic board that I bought from Target for $5 or $6, and as students are earning their supplemental awards, and they love these little emojis. It's a little more fun than just happy faces, and a lot of times they recognize them and try to act them out as well. And so this is a great supplemental system for just about any age group. I have found that all of the kids really do like these. So that is a very simple supplemental award system that the kids really like. The other one I use, if I'm just tired of it or I want to change it up, is a super student sticker. And again, this was a sticker I bought at the Mardell's teacher store, and I put a little magnetic disc on the back and it goes straight up here as well. VIP Kid really does encourage you to have your supplemental award system displayed behind you so that it's visible to both the parents and the students during their class. But I do recommend keep it simple, maybe stick it to 1 or 2 supplemental systems. There are some teachers, in fact, most teachers try to personalize the award system for each student. That's fine. I really do encourage you to do that if you can. But if you're like me and you're working a full-time job and you're busy and you're trying to manage your teaching schedule on top of your family schedule and you just need it to be simple for planning and repetition, go with something easy like that. Another one of my favorites. I have learned the value of 2D props. So I have learned to print out pictures, laminate them, and put them on a popsicle stick. This one I learned was very, very useful. Sometimes the students don't know if you're asking a question or if you're wanting them to answer. And so this became really handy on things like, where's Mike? Where's Mike? Where's Mike? And so the student would kind of figure out that you're asking a question. What is your name? Yes, what is your name? So having the little prop that kind of tells them, hey, I'm asking a question, it's a signal for them. Many times you have the opportunity to compare things between China and America, and it's nice to have both of those on sticks. So you can say, do I live in China? No. Teacher lives in USA. Yes. Where do you live? Do you live in China? Yes, I live in China. So the student has an opportunity to have the visual differences and they can connect the meaning to the prop. One of the level 2 units includes a lot of mom, dad, family favorites, other things. It took me a while to figure this out. This I just figured out. There is a lesson that talks about irregular nouns and pronouns. So Meg is a child. Lisa is a child. They are children. It's a little easier to teach the concept of a child, children, more than one. So those are just some helpful hints. At least they were to me anyway. Another little cute thing that I really love, little heart on a stick. My favorite. Or I love you. Or what is your favorite color? Little things that just kind of help them engage with the props and help the class enhance a little bit. And of course, there is nothing more fun than some little props for yourself, like glasses. Adds a little bit of fun to the classroom environment. Kids love it. Parents love it. The girls are crazy about these. And I have these in every color. See? And generally the light comes on unless the battery's burnt out. Yeah, the battery's burnt out. But it has a little flashing light. And they love it. Who knew? Something else that's really, really fun. I found this by accident. Ice cream cone. Just to look at it, it can be a microphone, so you can sing the hello song. Hello. Goodbye. Something else I found really fun that the kids like to do because they're not expecting it, and novelty is key for some of our kiddos. I offer to share my ice cream cone with them. Do you want some ice cream for you? Yes? Hold your hand out. Get them to hold their hand out because then I get to hold the ice cream and they're not expecting it when they have to actually catch it because it goes over the computer. So it gives them the feeling that I have shared my ice cream with them and that they have to catch it through the computer. It's a lot of fun. The kids love it. So little things like that that you'll come across at opportunities that you least expected will make your teaching experience so much fun. And two of my newest props that I love, again, I bought these for $2 at the Mardell store. Kitty and the dog. Kitty and the dog. Now, I had no idea how I was going to use these, but they were too cute to pass up, and so I grabbed them, and I have been able to incorporate them into the last 3 or 4 classes that I've had, and the kids love it. Great way to extend things. What animal do you see? I see a cat. 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 This is a cat. Yes. Do you have a cat? Yes. So lots of ways you can use these props. What do you see? Yes, this is a dog. Do you have a dog? Yes, great job. So lots of good ways that you can use little props like this. $2 again, and I use it over and over and over. Another thing that's one of my favorites. Again, I stumbled upon this. I was really struggling with this part of a lesson and decided it was well worth the energy to try to find it. And so if you look around online, you can find some printables that have the pronouns on the front and back. And so the kids tend to practice a lot with their homework and their pre-class computer lesson. And so they get to where they know the I come, she comes, they come, you come, he comes, she comes, so routinely that they just read it down the list and they have it memorized. So one of the things that I've started doing with them is let them go through the list and then extend it by taking a little more control of the classroom. And so I might tell them, okay, the verb is come or comes. And then I point out the picture to them. And the student says, you come, she comes, we come, they come, it comes. And we'll go through it a couple of times, each time a little faster, so that the student has to build that fluency. And then eventually we're at a pace pretty quickly. We come, he comes, she comes, you come, I come, they come, we come, it comes. And it just keeps it really fast and upbeat. You can even set a timer if you'd like to help them work through that. But it gives a little bit of variety and variance to it. And then I take the emoji that was attached to that, and I award it to them on the supplemental system for that. So just a little trick on how to extend that pronoun activity that's in so many of the lessons. Okay, I have been talking way too much, and I hope you found this a little helpful. Again, it's only intended to give you some suggestions and a few little props that I like. You may have some others to offer me, and I would gladly like to see them. So happy teaching, and I will see you next time on the VIP Kid Teaching Lab.